Hi friends, Hattie from Honeybee Stampers here. And in today's video, I'm going to share a catalog walkthrough with you. This is our new Sale-A-Bration catalog. It actually runs from August 3rd through September 30th of 2021. And there's some really amazing things in here and I can't wait to show you all of them. So Sale-A-Bration, if you're new to Stampin' Up, is a really awesome time of the Stampin' Up year. It's typically January and February and sometimes in March. But this year they've actually changed it and they've done one celebration in January and February of this year, and then they added a second celebration that's going on right now from August through September. All new offerings and it is really awesome. So I want to share this catalog with you, and if you don't have the catalog already, let me know and I'll be happy to get one in the mail to you. So Sale-A-Bration, what happens during Sale-A-Bration is there is an opportunity for customers to get free product. If you spend $50, you can choose free product out of this catalog at the $50 level. If you spend $100, you can either get two $50 levels or you can choose one item that's at the $100 level. Hosts also get really awesome free perks this month and next during Sale-A-Bration, and I'll show you that really cool stamp set at the end. So let's go ahead and get started and I'll talk a little bit more about it. So I love how colorful our catalogs are. I keep all of our catalogs because there's so much inspiration in them. Even after the catalog has expired, I still keep it around so I can look at the color combinations and maybe case some of the design layouts. So that's just a little tip from me to you. Don't throw away your catalogs because they're very valuable. So, okay, Sale-A-Bration. This is the first Sale-A-Bration offering here. It's on page 3. It's called Be Dazzling, and it's 6x6 designer series paper. It's specialty paper because it sparkles. So it'll come in a package like this, and this is silver. It kind of almost looks champagne in color here on the video, but it's actually silver. Well, maybe with a little bit of a champagne hue to it. So here's the paper up close. So it's 6x6, again, really big glitter flakes on there. So when you move it around, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And you're gonna get 8 sheets of these in one pack. And so if you spend $50, you can choose this as your free item. Something to know about this is that this is really easy to color. You can use our color spritzers to change the color of this paper. So if you want a glittery paper that's in the color, I don't know, real red, you can cover this with our Stampin' Spritzers. The spritzers, you just fill them with alcohol and you add a couple drops of our reinkers that we have. They're dye-based, and you shake it up and you just spritz all over this, let it dry, and now you've got a completely different color, but it sparkles. So that's a really fun tip for you on that one. On page 4, you'll see here the Penguin Playmates. It's 12x12 designer series paper. So it's gonna come in a big package of paper that looks like this with these little cute animals on here. And you're gonna get 12 different sheets, and there's 2 each of 6 different designs. And the designs are double-sided. So you're gonna get actually 12 different designs. So let's go through that and just show you really quickly what those look like. So I've cut them down into 6x12 just to kind of make it a little bit easier for me. And so you'll see here, we've got this page, and on the back, we've got some Misty Moonlight with some white stripes, or Misty Moonlight stripes, and then this one. Now these two, when I first opened it up, I thought, well gosh, they kind of look the same. But if you look a little bit closer, you'll see that there's different imagery here. And I noticed that these are a little bit bigger. So these are fun to cut out. Well, they're all fun to cut out. You can just fussy cut them out and add them to your cards to make them look extra special. And then of course, here's the other side. Something else I noticed when I went through this pack of paper is that you've got these 6 sheets here, and they're double-sided, and you're gonna get 2 12x12 sheets of each, right? And so each one kind of has a different hue. So this one looks like it's, what color here? They have the colors listed, balmy blue. So this kind of has a balmy blue background. This one has a soft seafoam background. And this one right here has a fresh Freesia background. So that's kind of how I was able to tell the difference between them. And then of course, when you flip it over, you've got some other beautiful things on the other side, that patterns that you can use. So here are these. Look at that, that's just jade, so pretty. And then this one's fresh freesia. And then here's our last two. I love that striped look there with those different colors. And then some trees. Okay, so you can get a full 12 by 12 pack of that designer series paper if you'd like, and that's at the $50 level. So if you spend $50, you can get that. So if you spend $100, you could actually get a pack of this paper and this paper if you wanted to. The other neat thing about this Penguin Playmates 12 by 12 DSP is that it coordinates with something that's in the current holiday catalog. So here's our holiday mini catalog. It looks like this. Let me see if I can find it. And on page 33, which is right here, you'll see that we have something called the Penguin Place Bundle. And this bundle, this stamp set and this punch right here, actually coordinates really well with this DSP. So that is just awesome. I love how they do that. And I actually have one that you can see up close. So here is the Penguin Place stamp set, and here is the punch that coordinates with it. And if you happen to be signed up for my holiday stamp camp that I'm doing, it's going to be in November. It's like the first Saturday of November. This is one of the add-on classes. And so you're actually going to get some of this paper as part of your class. Okay, moving on to page 6. Feels Like Home. So this is a really beautiful stamp set as well. Let's get a little bit closer look at it. Feels Like Home. And I've seen some really pretty things. This makes for a great watercolor image. You could also just stamp it and do tone on tone. I've seen that a lot as well. You can fussy cut some of these elements out, or just kind of make that the focal point and then add one of these beautiful sentiments to it. So Feels Like Home is a beautiful stamp set, and I hope to start designing with that. And you can see here that the samples are just gorgeous. So you can even case some of the samples right off the catalog and be really happy with them. So this is free with a $50 order. On page 7, we've got the beautifully penned 12 by 12 designer series paper. And this may sound familiar to you because we've got the hand penned suite of products in our current annual catalog. And so this coordinates with that. So it is a 12 by 12 package like this. However, it comes in a unique configuration. So instead of 6 different double-sided designs, you're actually going to get 4 each of 3 double-sided designs. So let me show you what those look like up close. Again, I've cut this paper down just for easier handling. So here's one side of all the paper, and then here's the other side. So it's got a black and white kind of color scheme. And the wonderful thing about this is, just like I mentioned with the glittery paper, this is paper that you can actually color and change the color of. You can brayer over it, you can spritz over it. There's a lot of things that you can do. You could just color in with the watercolor pencils. You can use Stampin' Blends, whatever you'd like to change the color, or you can leave it as is. So this is a beautiful, beautiful package of paper. And like I mentioned earlier, it's so nice because you actually get 3 sheets, 3 12 by 12 sheets of each of the designs. And you can see here that they've actually taken it and used some of the, let me grab my annual catalog and show you. It's on page 105 of the annual catalog. They've used some of the elements from the coordinating suite of products. So it's called Hand Penned. And this is much more colorful. You've got designer series paper that have these colors included in it. There's a wonderful Memories and More card pack, and I designed some really cute projects with that during our last stamp camp. We did the Peach Bundle stamp camp, or the Sweet as a Peach stamp camp, and that was one of my add-on classes. But here's the stamp set that coordinates with it, and here are the dies. So you could definitely use these and pair them with this paper to just create even more beautiful things. Okay, on page 8, we've got the Peaceful Prints 12 by 12 designer series paper. looks like this. And you can actually, I have them chopped up too so that you can see the designs a little bit closer. So we've got these beautiful, vibrant colors. That's gonna make beautiful holiday cards. So easy. I love this deer. And definitely love the buffalo check. And I forgot I had some cards to share with you also. I can actually run back and grab those really quick. Hold on. Okay, I didn't want to miss this opportunity to show you some really pretty cards with this. So those are the papers, again, 12 by 12, 2 sheets each of 6 different double-sided designs like you just saw. And the amazing thing about this is it actually coordinates also with something that's in the holiday catalog. Let's pull that out. So on page 26, let me show you the cover of the catalog again. So here's the catalog cover. And you'll see here on page 26, we've got this really cute bundle, and it's called the Peaceful Deer Bundle. And it's got a stamp set and a punch, and I have those with me as well. So here's the stamp set, and here's the coordinating punch. That always makes designing so much easier and using it for crafting when you can actually just punch out or even die cut some of these items. So let me show you. The cool thing about that punch is it will punch out this little reindeer here. That'll make your life easier too. Here are some projects that I'd like to share. This is something that we did for our team meeting. So I have a Stampin' Up team called the Beehive. And in the Beehive, we do a monthly make and take. So each month, they're going to be given a make and take with an option to purchase the add-on kit, which has all the pieces cut and prepped for them so they can just kind of put it together, and they'll get a tutorial as well to put it together. So here are some of the projects. Here are the cards that we made for the month of August. This was our August card kit that was part of our team monthly card kit. And you can see here that in the background, there is the designer series paper that's part of the free Sale-A-Bration offering. And these particular cards are so cute because you can see both sides of the paper versus just layering this designer series paper and only getting a chance to see one side. These cards are beautiful. And this is actually the stamp, and then you punch out the deer there. Okay, and then one more. Just beautiful. Okay, let's go on to the next page. So on the next page, this is fun, and this has actually been a really popular one with my customers so far. This is the Counting Sheep stamp set on this side, and then the sheep dies on this side, and I'll talk about both of them at the same time. So our Counting Sheep stamp set, if you would like, you could get this with a $50 purchase. So if you place an order of $50, you can choose this one for free. If you place a order of $100, you could choose this for free, the stamp set, and then also grab the coordinating dies. So here are the dies here, and this little fence here is so adorable. And then you can actually, instead of fussy cutting, you can just die cut out these little sheep, and then you've got clouds and some other elements here that make it really fun. So there we go. That is the Counting Sheep and sheep dies. Sorry about how noisy it is out here. I'm right by a busy street, so you can hear all these really loud cars go by. Okay, so here we go. So those two I wanted to point out, they're very popular right now and super cute, and look at those cute samples. Oh, I said those were clouds, but those could be bushes, or they could be clouds. Could be either or. On page 12, we've got something called Textures and Frames. So Textures and Frames look like this. And I thought that the samples were just adorable. So look at this particular stamp here. They've done almost like a I don't know, I would say a pound sign, but, or a hashtag, but it's got definitely some extra marks there. But it's such a beautiful background and so unique how they did that. And I just love that. I wouldn't have thought of that. And then this one is really nice with the different colors there using this particular stamp. So you can get super creative. Oh, this is definitely a stamp right here that I would use quite often. So this is a great one to have in your arsenal. Okay, and then we've got something called the Summer Shadows Dies. These are beautiful, and I'm going to share a little bit more about these in just a minute. But this comes, here are the dies here, and they actually coordinate with a stamp set that's in the current annual catalog. So let's pull that out. So here's again the cover of the annual catalog, since I'm flipping back and forth between all the catalogs. And on page 75 here, you'll see something called the Shaded Summer stamp set. Now this stamp set definitely caught my eye. I love the images, definitely love the font. I mean, I love how they've got two different fonts here put together, same as, actually all of them have that. And the sentiments are beautiful. So like this one, Above and Beyond, you go there a lot. That's a unique sentiment that I definitely will be using and giving to some friends and some team members that I think definitely go above and beyond. So this is a beautiful stamp set, and you can purchase this out of the annual catalog, and then if your order gets high enough, you can get the coordinating dies for free. And this is a die set that's actually at the $100 level, so you'd have to spend $100 to get this one, but it's so worth it. You'll see that they've got some outline dies here, which actually die cut out the outline of the flowers here, as well as this, even this little sprig right there. And then you've got some that just stand alone and they kind of build on top of each other to create some really pretty flowers. And I'm going to show you some samples of those in a little bit. Okay, so that is the Summer Shadows dies, free with a $100 purchase. Our last offering for Sale-A-Bration is, well, almost last. It is the Delicate Dahlias. It's on page 14, and you'll see that this is a distinctive stamp set. And so what that means, it's actually photopolymer where you can see right through it. Okay, very pretty. This is the way that Stampin' Up! Now keeps their stamp sets. They have the images here instead of on the plastic. If you've purchased Stampin' Up! Stamps before, then you know they used to be printed directly on the plastic, and now they're on the paper in your case. So if you look really closely here, this stamp right here has a photorealistic look to it. And that's essentially what the distinctive part means. And that is something that is unique to Stampin' Up! It's just a style of stamp that's really gorgeous. So when you ink up this stamp, when you ink up this Dahlia here, and you ink it up with one color and you stamp it down, you're gonna have variations and different shades of that color that's gonna just make it look so real and almost like it pops right off the page. So you'll see you can stamp it just like this, or you can even put that second step on there. So this is two-step stamping to give it some even more detail. So that is the Delicate Dahlia stamp set, again at a $100 level. And so if you spend $100, you can get this. And look at these samples. So with this one right here, they've actually stamped the outline stamps here and then just kind of lightly colored them in to add a little color. And this one, they didn't even color them in at all. It looks like they just embossed it in gold. So many beautiful samples on these pages to show you how to use this product here. All right, the last thing I want to point out are the host rewards. So as a host, what a host means is that your orders total 150 or more. Now this could be as a group of orders, or it could be an individual order. So if you're someone who waits until Sale-A-Bration to really go wild and place your Stampin' Up! Order, and you know you're gonna order a lot, then make sure you hit this mark so that you can get this free host stamp set. So the free stamp set is here. It's called In Your Words, and it's a completely sentiment stamp set. Stampin' Up! Polled a lot of the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators and asked them, what are some fun phrases that you use a lot that maybe you haven't seen in a sentiment stamp before? And that's how they came up with this stamp set. So the stamp set is beautiful. As you can see here, there's 10 cling stamps. I'll open this up so I can show you what cling means. So cling is this red rubber versus the photopolymer like I showed you earlier with the delicate dahlias. So this stamp set is nothing but sentiments, but the sentiments are super fun. And they are going to work really well with any project that you're working with. So in order to get this one for free, your workshop would have to total $300 in sales. So once you hit $300 in sales, you will get this stamp set for free. Now, $300 in sales, that sounds like a lot, but think about all the extra free stuff you get as well. So not only will you get this for free, you'll also get to choose 3 $100 levels or any configuration of that. So, you know, you can do some $50 levels, some $100 levels. It's up to you until you've spent all of your celebration rewards. I hope that makes sense. This is such a beautiful stamp set, and that would just be an added perk to that. Okay, let me go back for a second, and I'm going to highlight the Summer Shadows dies and give you guys an example of a way that you could actually earn this stamp set or this die set for free. Again, this is at the $100 level. So let me bring in some pieces here. Okay. In this bin here, I've got a lot of different things going on that will allow you, if you purchase these items, you will get to, your order total will get to $100.50. I mean, that's almost right on the money. And then when you get to that level, then you can choose this die set for free. Now remember, I mentioned to you that the Shaded Summer stamp set coordinates with this die. So here's the Shaded Summer stamp set. Look at those beautiful sentiments. So you would purchase this stamp set. You would purchase the Ombre, a pack of the Ombre envelopes. These are our little envelope bags. Or I'm sorry, they're Ombre bags, not envelopes. You can turn them into envelopes if you'd like, but you've got the different InColors. When speaking of InColors, here they are back here. You would purchase a package of the InColor assortment pack. Now the InColor assortment pack, you're gonna get 4 sheets of 5 different colors. These are the new InColors that just came out this year. So I don't know if my camera's picking up the colors very well. Let me see if I can focus on it a little bit. Anyway, so you've got these 5 colors here, and you've got, I won't name them all because sometimes I forget. But anyways, you'll see that in the catalog. If you have any questions about it, let me know. So you'd get a pack of that. It's only $9 for 20 sheets. You'd also get a pack of the Designer Series paper that's also in the InColors. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's my cheat sheet. So the InColors are the Pale Papaya, Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, Polished Pink, and Fresh Freesia. So those are the 5 colors. So you would get that in the DSP. You'd also get it, I showed you earlier already, the Ombre bags. You'd get it in the Designer Series paper here, which are 6x6 Designer Series papers. Okay, I didn't have a full pack of this to show you, but we've got some InColor jewels, and so you would get all 5 colors here in the InColor jewels. There's also the Stampin' Write markers. So these markers are dual tipped. You can write on one side and marker or color in on the other side. That's going to be important in just a minute. And then we've got also here a Wink of Stella. So add a Wink of Stella onto your order. Pick 2 colors of ribbon. So I picked these 2 colors of ribbon. You can do whatever you want. I just kind of thought of a green for leaves and stems, and then this Fresh Freesia is one of my favorite colors. So I picked that one as the other one. But you can do any combination of the 2, any combination of 2 different ribbons. And then, of course, a pack of basic white note cards and envelopes. These are great because they're already scored for you, and you fold them in half, and they've got an envelope already included, and there's 20 of them, so you can make 20 cards with these. And these are mailable. This particular size is mailable, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, what I did after I took all of those pieces is I designed a little project here. So here's the envelope. This is one of the Ombre envelopes. You can use one in each color, and you'll see I used the coordinating ribbon to kind of keep it closed. And this would make such a great gift for a teacher or somebody at church or your neighbor or just anybody, honestly. You would put together some of these kits. Ooh, just ripped that. You would put together some of these kits and give it to them. So now what I've done is design some projects using the products that I just shared with you. This particular die is part of the Contour Scallops dies. It's in the annual catalog. It's a must-have, so if you don't have it, definitely put that on your wish list. And that'll help you get, you know, even more celebration products too. So with this particular one, what I did was I took the stamp set and I used the Stampin' Right markers, these right here, and I just did the marker directly to stamp technique, and then you huff on it to kind of moisten the ink, and then you stamp down, and then I use the dies to die cut out that image. And then some friendships are just meant to be. That's such a sweet sentiment that's part of that stamp set. So there's one. And then for this card, I wanted to show off the dies here that are part of this free die set. Now these dies are this one and these two, and they're layered on top of each other as well as these. So these don't necessarily cut out anything out of the stamp set, but they do create flowers on their own and leaves. And look how cute that is. And I just kind of did a simple thank you. And in the background, you'll see here I used the designer series paper. And all of these are on those little note cards that I mentioned earlier that you would purchase. Here's another card that you could create. Again, another direct markering directly to the stamp and then stamping down and then die cutting out that image. So there's that, and you see our little gems here in the background that I've used. Again, this is me using the dies here to create this little focal image and then adding that sentiment. And then these dies as well are part of them. So you've got these dies that die cut out images. These kind of create flowers on their own. And then there was this die and this die that were just sweet little dies hanging out by themselves. And so I thought I'd just put together a little card like that. So you could create all kinds of things, honestly, with this product medley that I have put together for you. So here are the cards that I created. And then I just used one of the ombre bags and a ribbon to tie it closed. So here is a list of everything that I shared with you, and I will add this to the bottom of this video so you can kind of take a look at it. And if this is something that you love, then you can just place an order for these items and you would get the summer shadow dies as your free celebration item. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. I definitely have so much more to do with regards to the product that's inside the celebration catalog. And as I design projects, I will definitely hop on and share them with all of you. So please do hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and let me know if I can help you place an order so you can earn some free celebration product. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.